Good morning, Tea Tribe. Happy Tequila Tuesday. How are you doing, Courtney?
I am doing good. I am ready to get into the tea. I'm ready to do some shots of tequila. I'm ready to get down to the mess. I'm ready to give it a blessing, girl. I'm ready to do all of the things on this fine Tuesday. How are you today?
I am doing well. You are looking fine in your Pride-inspired shirt. You are looking great. I love all those colors on you.
Wanted to give y'all a little spectrum. Wanted to give y'all a little way. So I throw it on and I give it to y'all. Bam.
I love it. So we have our friend Mika here early. We have fans in the Tea Tribe that have gotten your merch. Courtney, today is an exciting day.
It's always a good day when you guys get the merch. So shout out to you guys that have purchased the Speculation Not Confirmation merch. I appreciate you guys. You guys have no idea, y'all. But girl, is it time? Is it time for Miss Mika? Nice to meet you, girl.
Okay, count down, girl. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleek. Miss Mika, she loves the tea ya, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Shout out to Mika. Hope you're having a good day, and it's always good to see ya. Everyone say hi to Miss Mika this morning. Bam.
Good morning, Miss Mika. It is always good to see ya, and we have a lot of tea to spill today. Courtney, my love Victor is under a little drama with Cardi B today. We're gonna get into that tea. There's a lot. Of course, we're gonna touch on the Liza Koshi drama that have just surfaced. We're getting into Rebel Wilson showing off her weight loss. She's looking good. Our girl Brittany is sharing her freestyle dance skills, and you have to see the video because I can't even speak to it. And then Katy Perry revealed that she considered suicide after splitting from her now fiance Orlando Bloom. Some serious stuff we're gonna get into. And then we got some couples therapy. Jojo Fletcher and Jordan Rogers from The Bachelor revealed that they nearly split right after filming the show, which happens to a lot of these couples. We'll get into that. And then I had to give you some Ryan Seacrest news, Courtney, just for you. Ryan is back in this show. He had a breakup, and it just came right on time for you. And then, which is not happy at all, but we're going to get into. Yeah, he had a breakup with his on and off girlfriend of 6 years. And they announced it today or yesterday, but we have to talk about it because you love Ryan. And then we'll get into our Kardashian Jenner tea time. Kim, watch out, Kylie. Kim may be for the first real billionaire in the Kardashian Jenner family with her new Cody deal. We'll get into that. Then Kim responds to Jameela Jamil, which of course is about that corset video. And then get this, Rob Kardashian, we talked about his weight loss. Well, he has some fans. Basketball star Evelyn Lozada is creeping on that.
Oh, that's my girl from Basketball Wives. Alex, you know, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it until we get there. T-Tribe, y'all know what time it is when it comes to Miss Evelyn Lozada. So hold on to your wigs, glue it on extra tight, make sure your lace is concealed before we get to that part of the show.
It is. And then, of course, we will get into our tea of the day. Cardi B is defending herself when being called homophobic and transphobic after a fan says she's mentioned in Hulu's new series, Love Victor, which I talked about and binged. T-Tribe, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Obsessed. Can't wait for season 2, but we're going to get into that. So we have a lot of tea to spill today on this Tequila Tuesday. Courtney, are you ready for it?
Ooh. Alex, let me tell you something right now. You said Ryan Seacrest news and Cardi B was the thumbnail. I definitely am going to need more than one shot today. I promise on everything I love, there will be a couple of shots today. Cardi B, the thumbnail. Ryan Seacrest is breaking up with girlfriends, and Liza Koshi is on the docket. Like, girl, we gonna get a little tipsy. It's gonna be a tipsy Tequila Tuesday.
Courtney, what is your favorite tequila? I've never asked you this yet.
The kind that gets it don't matter. It does not matter what kind it is, as long as it's in my shot glass or in my cocktail, maybe a little tequila sunrise. It really doesn't matter. I will say I have a little soft spot for Casamigos, but I don't drink that often. It's just whatever's in the fridge, girl. Just pull it right on out. Or I guess Patron, I guess, is my favorite. Because I don't think I've ever, since we've been home, I don't think I've ever had a tequila that wasn't this. I just go in Ralph's and I say, give me this. Because, ain't nobody wearing no mask up in Ralph's, girl. I run up in there, give me this, and I run out. Quick.
Give me the best deal. That's what I do. I go in Ralph's and I say, what tequila is on sale today? And I take that one. No, but Casamigos is great. That is some smooth stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, I think it is about that time. The tea tribe is ready. Courtney, why don't you pour up that tea and let's get it started.
Get my tea bag. Bam. Let's do it. Let's pour the tea with Alex and me. Pour the tea. Bam.
I'm bringing back my New York mug just for you.
Thank you. I know, Alex, you have your New York mug because you know that I missed Pride on Sunday, and you're just like, oh my God, I know Courtney really wishes that he was in New York City for Pride. And so I just want to thank you, Alex, because obviously you were thinking of me.
That is exactly what I thought when I woke up this morning. I was like, I am honoring Courtney and Pride. So I'm happy you figured that out. So cheers to you.
Shout out to you, Alex.
Love it, right?
Mm-hmm. That's good today.
Okay.
There's no sugar in here, by the way, because I know y'all be wondering. There's no sugar in my tea. Do you like sugar with your tea, Alex?
Oh, I like everything sweet. So I add a little sugar to everything. Betty Ann wants to know what the tea of the day is. I think it's green, right?
Well, my tea of every day is green. Yes. Oh God, I almost dropped the shot glass, girl. But I have decaffeinated green so that I can stay calm and serene.
Yeah. And good digestion. It gives a little extra caffeine. Green tea is the most perfect tea, right?
I agree. It's actually definitely one of my favorites. Shout out to Miss Green because she gets the job done.
She does. All right, let's get into this Liza Koshi news. So there's some drama. Liza has apologized after being accused of racism for pretending to speak Japanese in a 2016 video. So she issued an apology in response to this. In a since deleted video shared on YouTube in 2016, Liza and her now ex-boyfriend, David Dobrik, imitated Asian accents while tasting candy from Japan and Hawaii. So in the video, David says, "It's not racist. That's like the sounds I hear when they talk." And Liza responds, "No, it's not racist as long as I keep saying no." And then in a second video titled "Couple Trying Foreign Candy," Liza and David pretend to speak Japanese after eating the snacks from Hawaii. You can see the video here. So an Asian TikToker called Call Me Suki Wee, shared the clip saying, "Why is no one talking about this? It's a clear example of the normalized racism against Asians." And then they went on to say they're trying Japanese candy and pretending to talk in Japanese as a joke. Isn't that still racist? So this is what's going on right now. I want to get your thoughts on this, but before we get into that, Liza issued an apology addressing this, saying you can be someone who has no intention to be racist, but because you're conditioned in a world that is racist and a country that is structured in anti-Black racism, you yourself can perpetuate those ideas. And she's quoting author and historian Ibram X. Kendi. She went on to say, "This quote was shared with me in conversation a couple of weeks ago and has been sitting in my heart ever since. While we focus on systemic anti-Black racism in this country, I've been hesitant to center my voice. My work has been within, but now I recognize and take responsibility for the times I was not the ally I am becoming today." So she went on to say, "Being anti-racist requires a personal reckoning, and I can't in good faith continue to use my platform for progress without taking accountability myself. I'm taking inventory, taking initiative, and taking note that my impact and influence will weigh greater than my intention." So Liza shared that once she thought these jokes were innocent, she now knows they were actually tainted with implicit bias, and what might have been intended as playful was actually to some incredibly painful. And for that, she's so sorry. Then she went on to talk about her own racism, writing, as a woman of color and self-defined little brown girl, I've experienced the harm of prejudice in my own life. This is one of the quotes of her that I mentioned earlier. So then she concluded, thank you to my guardian angels in life and online who have been gracefully guiding this growth of mine. And I thank God for my continued awakening. So this is a lot to unpack. First of all, what are your thoughts on these videos? Of course, they've now been deleted. Do you think, Liza, I think this apology is very genuine. I think this is kind of teetering on that same thing we were talking with Jenna Marbles, where it's like comedy versus race. I think a lot of people don't know where to go as being a comedian. Is it okay to kind of make these jokes? Is it not okay? I will say, like I just mentioned, that this seems very genuine coming from Liza. What do you think, Courtney?
I want to, before I get into what I think, Alex, I want to say to Brittany and everyone else that's wondering who Liza Koshi is, she's a very popular YouTuber. And yes, she does the interviews with celebrities at the awards. So like at the Met Gala, she was there and she was like interviewing with girls and stuff. Alex, I understand why people are offended. I understand why they are upset. When it comes to her apology, I can, from my own opinion, I feel as though it was genuine, but it's not our apology to like accept, really. So if you're an Asian T Tribe member, how do you feel about this? How do you feel Liza did with her apology? Do you feel like it came from a genuine place? I personally don't believe that Liza Koshi is racist. I've met her a bunch of times. She is actually one of the big YouTubers that actually remembers my name. So I don't believe that she's racist at all. I think that she comes from a very genuine place. And I think that she has a very big heart. And I believe that when she made the joke, it was innocent. But you know what? Shout out to her for taking accountability before it got to like a Shane Dawson point or got to a Jeffrey point where you and I are like 45, 50. And then here comes everyone pulling out all this stuff. And Liza is up in the man castle, girl, not even really caring probably at this point. But I'm glad that she got in front of it. And it felt the same as like Jenna. You know what I mean? That's how I felt about it. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I agree as well. I think, I feel that this apology is genuine, but to your point, this isn't our apology to accept. But I will say that she's doing what we say is important to educate yourself on this and grow from this. And I see that in this apology, I will say. But however, again, it is not our apology to accept, but I appreciate that she came out and did this before and addressed it before it got larger than she could come back from this.
Because she's wrapped up in a lot of brand deals. She's very beloved. I would put her up there on the level of like a Shane, Liza, Shane, David Dobrik, all of them. They're very big and they have lots of endorsements. And just we're not getting into that, but Shane's behind was demonetized this morning. So I'm sure that sent a very loud message, especially to the creators that are only in it for the money and not for anything else. Keep it cute or put it on mute. So shout out to Liza.
I think all of this, this movement in general that's going on is very important and is eye-opening to a lot of people that may have not been aware before in their life, but now they're taking notice and taking the necessary precautions and steps to move on and not continue this racism. So I appreciate this, and I hope that she only grows from this and moves on. But again, not our apology to accept, so we'll just keep it at. But let's get into some other news. Some exciting news for Rebel Wilson, who just showed off her weight loss before announcing that she's leaving social media. So 2 things we saw in this Instagram post. So Rebel Wilson took to her Instagram to share her trip to the Sydney Zoo, and was posing with red pandas and a slew of meerkats. Fans were quick to notice her weight loss as she sported some workout gear in these photos. She captioned this photo, "Okay, I'm going off social media, like starting from now, but did have to show you guys my stuff from my day at the Sydney Zoo, where Jono Castanosero, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, and I were the testers for their new meerkat encounter and red panda encounter. So much fun and cuteness. Thanks, Dee, for organizing." So, although Rebel's break from social media may come as a shock to some fans, this is the start has been Rebel has been incredibly devoted to this rigorous workouts. You can see in this Instagram post. She, prior to her announcing her break, she's been sharing a lot of this, and we see the results of her hard work. So shout out to her. She even mentioned that she did laps up and down the steps of the iconic Sydney Opera House. So Rebel is not joking. I think this is great, and I think that I think it's important for public figures in general sometimes. I think for everyone's mental health, to kind of take a step back from social media and focus on what's important to making you happy. And if this weight loss journey makes Rebel happy, then we're happy for her. And I think this is great. What do you think about this, Courtney?
Shout out to her, because I feel like for every Lizzo, we should have like a Rebel Wilson, and it's all about who you connect with. You can see Lizzo, and Lizzo was telling us, "Girl, I work out, but this is the skin I'm in, and I love it." And then you have Rebel Wilson that's like, "You know what? I want to make a change. I'm committing to making a change," and bam, get into it. And on top of that, I'm leaving social media. So shout out to her. I like Rebel Wilson. So this was like
Yeah.
kind of like a cute story to hear about her. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
also you gotta think, Alex, how many times has she gone through her life after Pitch Perfect and people don't even call her Rebel? They just go, Fat Amy, oh my God, Fat Amy. Like, she probably sick of that. So go off. I applaud her.
Completely. I think this is great. And I really admire the fact that she's so focused, and this is like her
Mhm.
goal, and any distractions, she doesn't want them. So I think it's important for people sometimes to take a break off social media if it's a lot of distractions and not always the best distractions. So good for Rebel. But speaking of
Yes.
distractions that we want, let's talk about this Brittany news, because you have to see these freestyle dance skills. I think we have the video. But Brittany, look, just watch
Oh,
this,
there
Courtney. I
she
had to
goes.
show you this video because Brittany is doing what Brittany does best. And
Hmm.
she captioned this: "I like to freestyle. There's no routine here. I'm just using my body to speak for me, how it feels. P.S. This was shot just last night with the eye and tongue out emoji." So, what do you think of these skills, Courtney?
Alex,
I
I'm
This
letting
just
y'all
makes
know right now I got a question. Because I'm looking real close. I want to try to see clearly before I ask this question and sound crazy. But y'all, if you see Brittany sweating on your screen right now, look at Brittany's eyes. I want to ask y'all a question. Speculation, not confirmation. Britney Spears, did you get your eyeliner tattooed on? Or you just wake up and put on eyeliner like that? Because people get the permanent makeup done, and I'm looking real close.
Oh, I
Brittany
know.
is sweating everywhere, but it's looking like perhaps her eyeliner is permanent. Is it tattooed on, girl? How you not sweating that off? I know they make the water
The
resistant, but I'm thinking
waterproof.
that's doctored. That's doctored, girl. I don't know. Maybe speculation, not confirmation. Let me know what y'all think, because Brittany can't just be going out just anywhere to get permanent makeup put on. So maybe she just puts on a little something.
Oh,
Something.
here
Yeah,
we
get in
go.
close, yo. Get into the creases and the crevices. What's going on with her eyes, y'all? Brittany,
That's a good
you
point.
went to the Black Ink crew and had them put some makeup on your face, girl. What's going on? Did Caesar give you some eyeliner, girl? What's going on? Let me know.
I mean, you're right. With that sweat coming down
Right?
her, that eyeliner looks good. She's had this eyeliner
That,
on. She
we
had the
know.
same
Run
makeup
that
look.
back. Yes.
I love that. My mom actually did that permanent makeup before. That stuff is
Yeah.
no joke. It's good, and yes, it is. It is great if it's done tastefully. Shout out to it, because putting on makeup takes a lot of time. So I know, and Brittany, she doesn't want to do her makeup. Good for her.
Shout out to permanent makeup. I'm sure that saves y'all so much time. Like y'all could skip a step and y'all just go on ahead. Like you get permanent lip liner, girl. You ain't even got to line the lips. You got permanent Kylie's year round. That's kind of cool.
It is cool. It is cool. Mm-hmm. The only thing that is a problem with permanent makeup is if you want to like switch up your look, because you have to get like very specific things like the liner and possibly the lips, but you got to do like neutral, because if you want to switch it up, it's not easy. But let's talk about her moves, because Brittany is known for her dancing. And let me just say, as a former dancer, freestyle is a form of expression. You can do anything you want when you freestyle. So I'm not going to shade her for her freestyle, but Brittany could dance better than that, and we know it, right?
I think about this. When I see Brittany dance, Alex, I think about how traumatic that knee injury must have Brittany had once upon a time ago, once upon a knee ago. Shout out to all my knees. I like to call the Brittany stands the knee stands. I hope that y'all don't get offended, because Brittany, but also her knee. I'm a poet and y'all know it. Anyway, I think that she thinks about that knee moment a lot, and how she did give us a couple eras of I'm not moving my lower half. She's giving us, you know how Brittany, she was giving it to us, and then she went to during the bridge of every song, she give us a little hey and a little Vogue moment real quick. So I'm kind of glad that she doesn't feel like contractually obligated to give us a full 8 count, and she can just sort of be herself and be free at home, knee or not. You get what I'm saying? So It's a little bit, it raises my anxiety to see Brittany be Brittany, but also I try to think and see the other side and be like, you know what? Brittany probably couldn't dance for a minute, girl. And now she's able to live up in her mansion or her ranch or whatever, and kick it and do it, girl. I'm proud of her a little bit.
That is a good point. Her injury, I have an arm injury, and so I know all about injuries, not being able to dance the same way and do the same things. So I hear your point on that. I mean, shout out to her for feeling herself. It is her own home. She can really do whatever she wants. I just want to see that Brittany choreography, because I'm a Brittany stan and I know all that choreography. So I want to see the queen do the exact 8 count that I learned as a child. I want to see it. I want to see Slave for You. I want to see Stronger. I want to see everything. I want to do it with her.
Yes, bring the chair out for Stronger, girl. I want to learn that just because. Might got to do that just because Strong, but might get me a titanium chair, girl. Step up on the chair, girl. Look back at it on the chair, girl. Whew, don't get me started, girl. Shout out to Brittany. She was doing that.
No, for my 13th birthday, I performed Brittany from the VMAs. I think I mentioned this before. And I'm telling you, I can still do the choreography because I was so obsessed with her and wanted to be her so badly. So that's why I just want to see that. I want to see more of that. Brittany, bring back those old moves.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, let's get into some more news about some female singers, some country singers. Courtney, Carrie Underwood has the best response after Reese Witherspoon was mistaken for her. So Reese Witherspoon shared on Twitter that a fan came up to her and mistook her for Carrie Underwood because she had a cowboy hat on and a mask. Of course, we're all being safe when we go outside. So Reese tweeted this: to the woman in the parking lot who just asked me if I was Carrie Underwood, you officially made my day. So Carrie Underwood got word of this and replied, your day. That lady just made my whole life. Clearly, Carrie is a big fan of Reese as well. And then the woman got involved and explained herself on TikTok saying, oh my God, that was me. Haha, I swear when I walked away, I was like, wait, that was totally Reese Witherspoon. I could barely see your face because the mask and hat, but I knew you looked so familiar. Haha, I love you. So this was just a cute little exchange on Twitter. That's what's so great about social media, is that we have access to talk to any of our idols and celebrities that we choose to do so. But if they actually recognize it and acknowledge it, that is super cool. And I don't know, have you ever mistaken a celebrity or maybe a YouTuber? I don't see you doing this, Courtney, because you know your stuff. But like someone else in person, I know like there's a lot of celebrity doppelgangers out there.
I don't think I've ever been like, are you? But I've been the person that has like, oh no, I have done this, Alex. Can I tell y'all a quick story? So for those of y'all that love Paramore, right?
Ooh,
Shout out to
okay.
Haley. She came to the acai smoothie place that I used to work at that I reference all the time. Shout out to MGK because he comes all the time. And Haley had come in, and y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was the opposite of how I was with Miss Kristen Wiig. I was not going above and beyond. I actually was having a really awful day. And Haley came in, y'all. She was just as nice, but she had so many questions. She was like, oh, and is there extra sugar in this? And oh, do you have spirulina? And y'all, just to keep it real, I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, we have, and it's extra. And it's extra, but all the while I'm doing this, Alex, I'm never looking up from the screen. So like when you are like just focused as a cashier, I'm like, yeah, and you want the large, next, and whatever, and what else you want? Yes, girl, do you want the small, medium? This is the large. And I like hold up the thing to her, and she's like, I'll have the medium, totally fine, blah, blah. And so long story short, she gives me her card, and I look up from the computer, and I take her card, and as we're both holding her card, I go, and I swipe her card. My boss is like, and he goes, Courtney, is that Haley from Paramore? I said, yep, and I'm gonna go and put her music on right now. I said, Haley, I'm so sorry about my attitude earlier, but I just wanted to ask you, do you want to hear your music? Does it bother you? Because I play your music all the time, but like if you don't want to hear it, I totally won't play it. And she was so nice, and she so got it. Like it was a long line. She gets it. Shout out to Haley from Paramore. Support her, all of her solo music. She is sweet as pie. So
Love
yes,
to hear it.
It happened.
That is great. You know, there's a lot of celebrity like doppelgangers that like Zooey Deschanel and Katy Perry, they are crazy close. You know what I mean? Like there
Yeah.
are some people. Isn't that weird that that's even a thing? That there can be someone else in the world that looks like eerily similar to you. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I want to find him. I'm like, we need to
Me
get this
too.
bag and reboot sister sister and call it brother brother or brother sister if we fraternal. Hey, bam, that's a storyline. Let me get to writing. Let me call a friend.
Have you ever gotten that? Like, who do people tell you look like a lot?
People always say I look like this black guy that's on New Girl, and I can't remember the actor's name, but people say that on Twitter all of the time.
I see it.
To the point where like I'll use his GIF sometimes, and people will be like, I thought that was you. And I'm like, y'all, I'm not famous and rich.
Yes, you are, Courtney. Don't sell yourself short. You may not be on New Girl, but you're on the morning tea, and that's more important.
Yeah. And let's keep it real. The morning tea, that's about the biggest platform that I'm on right now. So shout out to Hollyscoop. Thanks, y'all. Shout out to the teacher.
Exactly. I get Demi Lovato a lot.
Really?
Which is kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. I've also gotten the girl from The Sopranos. I forgot her name. She plays, I think her name's actually Alex on it. I've gotten some random people, but you know, when someone tells you that, you're always like, I don't see it. I don't look, and because you see yourself completely different than the world sees you, right?
Look in the mirror and I'm like, I don't look like nobody's Winston, but to the world, y'all, I'm Winston.
Miss Nessa says, Alex, you look like the Bella twins. Oh, okay.
Oh, girl, you getting in the
that.
Alex, girl, you be a good wrestler, girl. One of the announcer girls with the latex on. And today we have, oh, girl, I can see you now. Girl, you better get that WWE bag. Sorry, y'all. Y'all triggered me. I'm trying to get back into WWE low key, and I just started watching the wrestling show that the Bella Twins are on, like the first one, Total Divas.
Right.
Oh, y'all, there's some drama on here. Shout out to the wrestlers.
Yes. Oh, you're probably getting into like the John Cena and that whole drama because that was like back in the day.
I used to love John Cena. I used to have a John Cena poster in my bedroom when I was younger. Like it's the rabbit hole was deep. I came out for like a decade and now I'm going back in.
Wow. Victoria says, Courtney, I see Tyler the Creator.
I love Tyler the Creator a lot. I don't think I look like him, but I love him, period. So shout out to him.
We love him. Yeah. Okay. So speaking of Zooey Deschanel and Katy Perry, we have some sad Katy Perry news. Some serious stuff we're getting into that she actually considered suicide after splitting from her now fiance, Orlando Bloom. So this is heartbreaking to hear. So she admitted that she hit rock bottom following her brief split from Orlando back in 2017. So she revealed to SiriusXM's CBC Radio 1. She said, "My career was on this trajectory when it was going up, up, and up. And then I had the smallest shift. Not that huge from an outside perspective, but for me, it was seismic. I'd broken up with my boyfriend, who is now my baby daddy to be. So that is wonderful. And then I was excited about flying high off the next record, but the validation did not make me high. And so I just crashed." And then she went on to say that gratitude is probably the thing that saved my life, because if I did not find that, I would have wallowed in my own sadness and probably just jumped. So she went on to say Katy, whose parents were pastors, she grew up in the church. It was very important to her and her faith growing up, allowed her to regain her happiness, saying it was so important for me to be broken so that I could find my wholeness in a whole different way and be more dimensional than just living my life like a thirsty pop star all the time. So this is some sad news. Of course, I love, when anyone is vulnerable and brave like this, we have to give them credit for opening up about this. But I hate to hear this news. You know what I mean? I hate to hear people struggling with mental health or depression or anything. Someone that we love so much. And I don't know. How do you feel about this, Courtney? It's a little shocking, right?
I feel sad for Katy Perry because I feel like she's had like this battle with the public that I feel like isn't like really fair. So like Katy came from like the religious background, and when she put out her, I don't want to say it's gospel music, but it was like religious music, people weren't paying attention. And then she did I Kissed a Girl, and the church was like, "Girl, if you don't get up out of this house." And I feel bad that she has been through so much, like you expressed earlier, she was on the high. So like teenage dream girl, we couldn't get enough Katy. And then after that, it just seemed like she was just like tumbling down. She shaved her head and we was like, now we really not listening to your music now. And I still don't understand that. Katy Perry looking like a bald eagle mean we ain't got to listen to the music no more. Grant isn't that good. But I feel bad that she got to such a dark place because, I can't relate, obviously, but I can only imagine what being a massive celebrity force can be like. The amount of pressure, the amount of comments, opinions, outside noise that can really make you feel a certain kind of way to make such a drastic decision. But I'm glad that she's still here. And look, she has her child Bacon, and she about to be mommy. So it just goes to show that if you stick around, there truly is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to see it. Open up your peepers.
Exactly. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And so this story obviously ends with happy news. Of course, she's having a baby. She's back with Orlando Bloom, who she obviously very much in love with. And so we are happy that, but anyone, of course, suicide is not something to take lightly. Please seek out the help you need. Of course, if you're going through these same struggles. But I'm happy she found a light at the end of the tunnel. Definitely. Because we love you, Katy.
Let's move on.
Shout out to Katy. Let's move on to some other couple news. We have our couple therapy story of the day. Jojo Fletcher and Jordan Rogers reveals they nearly split after filming The Bachelorette. So for those of you that don't watch The Bachelorette, they just re-aired the season. So they're re-airing the season. It's now called The Bachelor, the greatest seasons ever. So they aired JoJo's season last night. So you can re-see these. You can catch up very quickly. They show you in 3 hours the entire season. The season ended with JoJo. 3
hours, Alex?
Yeah, 3 hours, but you see the entire season.
But every episode is like an hour and some change long, and then they're able to condense it into 3 hours?
That's some good.
And Bachelor Nation fans, y'all sit up there and tell me that y'all can't get away with 45-minute episodes like Flavor of Love. Alex, I know you ain't say a whole season in 3 hours, and the regular show got me falling asleep an hour and some change into it, and y'all could get it done in 3? Who they wasting y'all time, Bachelor Nation?
Yeah. But like, if you're a Bachelor Nation fan, you don't care. You're gonna sit there for 10 hours because you love it so much. Like the fans of Bachelor Nation are ravenous, so they just want more. And so they condensed it into 3 hours. So we re-saw the proposal. Jojo chose Jordan Rogers, who is NFL athlete Aaron Rodgers' brother, for those that don't know. He's super attractive, definitely my type. Jojo chose him, and he proposed at the end. But they shared some sad news at the end that basically, I guess like 3 years ago, they almost didn't make it. So after they aired the episode last night, or the season, should I say, Chris Harrison spoke with the couple. And Jordan said, quote, "You get a lot of perfection on the show. You get amazing dates. You see the best of someone. Sometimes that's not real life. You go through up and downs, and we've gone through our fair share of ups and downs." So then Jojo went on to say, "We went through a lot of different struggles, and there was a point in that first year where we were like, whoa, can we even do this?" And then Jordan went on to say, "We sat down together and we were like, we love each other, but is that enough right now? There was a fork in the road and we chose to stay together and we're better for it, but it was not easy." Now, I will say they've been together 4 years. They were planning to get married this year, but of course, with COVID and everything, their marriage was actually postponed. But it was really kind of interesting to see this, to see them open up about their struggles, because as we know, The Bachelor is a show. Real life is not amazing dates and wonderful trips to Europe and all of that. And so they kind of showed you like, hey, this is real life. We have real love. And it was a great kind of eye-open to what actually happens in real life. So it took you away from the show and showed you like, hey, at the end of the day, we're a real couple. So I really liked this, to hear this. I mean, I didn't like to hear that they broke up, but or thought of breaking up, but I'm happy they're still together. What do you think, Courtney?
Shout out to them for surviving after a television show, because most couples do not. Like you said, Alex, it's very much a television show. I feel like you go on The Bachelor, you should almost kind of go into it expecting not to win, but your podcast idea ready in your back so that when you do leave, you're not out in line at the casting call with Courtney talking about you were. Yeah, shout out to them. They made it. Bam.
They made
Bachelor
it.
Nation.
They made it. Exactly. Speaking of some people that didn't make it, I had to give you this Ryan Seacrest news, Courtney, because I still don't know how you feel about him, but I want to get to the bottom of it because you didn't tell me yesterday. Listen, so he's been on and off with his girlfriend, now ex-girlfriend, Shayna Taylor, for 6 years. But this news came out. Look at them. They're a beautiful couple. The news came out after Ryan was recently spotted with a mystery woman in Mexico. So those photos have been removed. Wasn't able to find those photos for you guys. T-Tribe, go online if you want to learn more. But basically, he's 45. She's 28. Ryan loves his younger women. Yeah, she's 28 years old. However, she is an entrepreneur. She's an organic chef. She's a holistic nutritionist. The girl has got her own life going on. So I really like them together because I feel that she kind of held her own. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though she was younger, they seemed very much in love. Of course, they were together on and off for 6 years. So they did share a special love together. I know Kelly Ripa, his co-host, Alive with Kelly and Ryan, loved her, talked about her often on the show. So Ryan's rep told E! News, Ryan and Shayna decided to end their romantic relationship amicably some time ago. They remain good friends, each other's biggest supporters, and will always cherish their time together as a couple. So my question to you, Courtney, is do you think Ryan Seacrest will ever get married, or is he married to his career? Because a lot of people say that. I think, when people are that kind of focused on their career, not that they don't deserve love, because I want to see Ryan happy. I want to see him married. I think at the end of the day, everyone should be happy and find love. But I think he may, speculation, not confirmation, have this internal struggle between his love for his career and finding love. What do you think, Courtney?
I want to know who the mystery woman in Mexico is, because Ryan told E! And I'm not believing nothing E! Say no shade to E! Because y'all know I love me some E! But Ryan, you work for E! So of course you're going to tell E! what you want to hear on what like is going to make you look the best. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not buying that it was amicable in any sense of the word. Also, I want to say, y'all, don't that look like Scott and Sophia? That's my other comment. They look just like Scott and Sophia. My third comment is, I don't understand personally what's attractive about living sort of like this George Clooney-esque lifestyle. Like, didn't we leave that back in the 90s? Ryan Seacrest, what's going on? What are you doing? Can we get the emails from Chloe and the girls? Like that's the only piece of Ryan Seacrest news I'm interested in is, Ryan, did you send out them emails unredacted about Rob and China? And when can we get updates on that court case? Judge, what are you doing? Because we want to know. What's going on? Are the Kardashians guilty of canceling Rob and China unjustly or what? Now get into these unredacted emails. That's what I'm waiting on, Alex. I promise you that.
We need the e-news. Courtney is not interested in this breakup news. However, I agree with you. I think that whole like Bachelor lifestyle, not the Bachelor, but the George Clooney Bachelor lifestyle is old news. Listen, George did it. George moved on. Ryan, you can do it too. We have faith in you. Yeah. You are a very successful, handsome, intelligent man. Figure it out. We're here.
You're the man that tells us who our American Idol is. And for those of us that don't know anything else besides that, we'll always hold you in our hearts near and dear. Now we got to find
Who is your American Idol, Ryan? We need to know.
Exactly, Alex. We need to know. I thought you were asking me originally. I was about to be like, there ain't nobody. There's only one American Idol, and her name is Kelly V. Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. I knew you were going to say that. Exactly. I hear you. Well, speaking of Ryan, speaking of E, let's talk about our Car Jenner tea time today. Kick it off, Courtney.
Alrighty, if you're into all of this Car Jenner mess and you're ready to hear about what's going on behind them gates, turn your volumes down for Car Jenner Tea Time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just myself.
Yes. Okay, we're going to kick off Car Jenner Tea Time with some Kim Kardashian news. Listen to this. So, as we know, Kylie has been stripped of her billionaire status, allegedly. She's no longer a billionaire. Well, Kim may be the first real billionaire in the Kardashian-Jenner family with this new KKW Beauty and Coty deal. So we kind of talked about it yesterday. She signed a $200 million deal with Coty for 20% stake of KKW Beauty. So according to Forbes, the Coty deal values the four-year-old KKW Beauty at $1 billion, making Kim, who also owns her shapewear brand, Skims, and mobile game, Kim Kardashian Hollywood, worth about $900 million. So she's not there yet. However, people are saying that, yeah, pour up that tequila.
Girl, before we get to that Cardi news, girl, I gotta be prepared. Be prepared like Lion King. Be prepared.
I hear you. I hear you. So she's not there yet. However, Kanye already took to Twitter to congratulate her, saying, quote, "I am so proud of my beautiful wife, Kim Kardashian West, for officially becoming a billionaire. You've weathered the craziest storms, and now God is shining on you and our family. So blessed, this is still life. So I made you this still life. We love you so much." Okay, so listen, she's not a billionaire yet, okay? She is only at $900 million according to Forbes. However, she's obviously going to get over that hump because that's what the Kardashians do. But what do you think about this? Do you think Kylie's like a little, I don't want to say jealous, but
the thing is I'm wondering what, right now, Alex, I'm over here like, you said Forbes reports. Forbes, are we believing what you're saying right now? You get what I'm saying? Because when y'all came out and y'all was exclaiming that Kylie was a billionaire, y'all certainly turned around and said, oops, my bad, we didn't do not a bit of our homework. And now y'all are running to the presses to report that Kim is a billionaire. Not saying that she's not, because I'm sure that she is or will be. But I just wonder, how much do we trust Forbes right now? Because y'all put out a whole expose on Kylie. So are y'all getting the right documents? Are y'all reading the right numbers? Have you heard from Cody yourselves? Do y'all have a direct source, or can we name a name? Or like, I just feel a little weary, Alex, when it comes to Forbes, because they were so all about Kylie being the billionaire. They put her on the cover. She was giving us a Wall Street on the cover. Remember that? And now all of a sudden it's Kim is the billionaire. But now I'm sitting up here like, girl, fool me once, shame on me. Fool, shame on you, right? And then fool me twice, shame on me. Ain't no shame on me today. I need to see some sort of bank statement. Can we get a W-2? Can we get a Chris? Can you give us something that's real? What can they give us?
Wesley says she's 100 million steps away from being Chris's new favorite child.
Okay.
Good.
Wesley's right.
That is some truth right there. We don't know if this is true, but we do know that is true because Chris loves that success. As she should. I mean, as a mother, you want to see your children successful. So shout out. But anyway, I kind of love that. And I saw in the chat, someone also said, did Kanye just take credit for her success? I was like, kind of, a little bit in that tweet. Yes. Sip that tea. Exactly. Slurp, slurp, slurp. All right. Let's get into some more Kim news. Kim responds to this Jameela Jamil, after she calls out Kim for that problematic corset video. So, of course, we know this video Kim shared. Jameela Jamil went on record that she's done calling them out. She's done her work. Fans have realized that this is unrealistic beauty standards, and she's kind of done speaking on that. Well, a source told Hollywood Life that Kim doesn't care what Jameela Jamil thinks about the video, but she does find it unnecessary. And the source went on to say that Kim is all about empowering women and making them feel good, and that includes herself. Kim has insecurities like every other woman, and if she wears a corset and looks and feels good, she doesn't see anything wrong with it. She wears corsets and waist trainers often, as do her sisters, to show off their small waists they work hard for. So Kim knows that she's known for that. And like several other women, she takes a zillion photos of herself, critiques them, tunes them with apps, and spends a long time perfecting them before posting. Kim is famous, but she's no different than anyone else when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Do y'all be spending hours on your photos? Can you tell me right now, do you spend time on your photos? I don't be spending hours on my photos, face tuning photos. Now, do I want to make my skin look real smooth? Maybe sometimes. Do I want to get rid of a pimp here or there? Do I want to make my teeth look a little bit more bling bling? Sure, Alex, but I can tell you right now, I'm not spending nobody's 60 minutes plus on Facetune and no photograph for just about 500 of y'all to double tap it and keep it pushing. That's just not me. But shout out to Kim. That's a lifestyle she's created for herself. Those are the boundaries she set for herself. I think Jameela was just saying, y'all ain't got to do that. It's not worth it to be doing all of that. Kim has sort of put a bar in place for herself and the family, and they all just have to keep constantly feeling like they have to raise it. And so, girl, do your job, and we'll do ours. Opinions and double tapping.
What's interesting about this is the source says Kim doesn't care what Jameela thinks, but does find it unnecessary, and then goes on to this elaborate explanation of why she does what she does. So anyway, I think that's probably the most response we're going to get out of Kim, a source saying it. I think Kim is not paying attention to this and is still going to do what Kim does and post these photos and videos because exactly. She has more important things to think about, like being a billionaire. She can't think about Jameela Jamil. Okay, let's get into some. Exactly. Let's get into some Rob Kardashian news because we love anything Rob when it comes to Kar Jenner tea time. This is some fun news. Basketball Wives star Evelyn Lozada shoots her shot at Rob after he posted that weight loss photo. So we saw that photo yesterday, him celebrating Khloe's B-Day with Tristan and showing off his weight loss with the caption, "Woo back, baby." So Evelyn Lozada commented on this photo saying, "Well, hello, Rob," with eye emojis and an LOL. So she's gorgeous. And I honestly think that a lot of women are going to start coming out for Rob again, because Rob is an attractive guy. You know what I mean? He just is on the low. But I don't know about this specific. Yeah, but he looks good. I mean, fans, like I said, were congratulating him. He's back. He's confident Rob again, and women are taking notice. So what do you think about it? Do you think they would be a good couple?
I'm gonna say this right now. Now, Evelyn, first of all, no, I love me some Evelyn Lozada, because when someone was talking about her daughter season 1 of Basketball Wives, she hired the PI girl, and then it's a whole thing. Y'all gotta watch Basketball Wives. Shout out to Evelyn Lozada. We already know that she's joking. I won't be surprised if Nati Natasha comes out the closet talking about Rob, give me some of that, like she did last year too. Where was y'all when Rob was on the farm? That's what I want to know. When Rob was going through it and he was in the basement and getting choked up allegedly by the iPhone cords by Black China allegedly and all of that. Where was y'all at? Were you buying the Arthur George socks, Evelyn? Were you out there supporting Robbie? Nati? Where were they? I don't know. For me, Alex, I still want Rob to do, I've never told you this before, but my dream is for Rob to, in my mind, do a food truck show where he travels across the country and he tries different unique food trucks. I want him to do it with Lamar, without Sabrina, no shade. And it could just be like a fun buddy thing. Like Courtney and Chloe can pop in. Each of the sisters can pop in here or there. Sophia pop in here or there. Scott pop up here or there. That is my greatest idea for Rob. I want it would succeed. We just need COVID to go away, girl.
Great show idea. Chris, if you're listening, we got shows for you. We can make Rob a billionaire too, if you're interested.
Billions for everybody, and me too, because she's gonna give me some of that money.
Yeah. I love it. Well, I hope Rob finds love again. If it's not Evelyn Lozada, it can be someone else. I think the women are going to start coming out if Rob's looking good, posting more photos, being more public. People are going to take notice. So let's get into our last story of the day, because we are coming to the end of the show and we got to get to our OMT story. So quickly, Kendall Jenner. Yes, pour it up. I'm going to speak on this Kendall story quickly. She posted this photo of her dog with the caption, "Raising a model." I thought this was hilarious because Kendall, of course, is the only Jenner kid that doesn't have her own child. So this is her child. And she said she's raising her to be just like mommy. Do you think Kendall feels left out when all the kids come over and they...
I love that Kendall's the rich auntie. She gonna come in, she gonna pick your kids up, and then at the end of the day, she gonna put your kid back down and go back to her mansion with the good legs. Shout out to her. I love Kendall Jenner as a model. She has great legs, she has a great body, she has a great face. Shout out to Kendall. I love her and Kylie. They're great.
They are great. Kendall is stunning, and she just seems so down to earth, so real, and it's like, I'm 24 now, I want to say. I may be mistaken, but she's in her early to mid 20s, and she doesn't want a child yet. She is just having fun with her dog, taking photos like other 20-year-olds. And so I really love this. She's living her life as she should. Okay, let's get into our story of the day, our OMT, about Cardi B is defending herself when called homophobic and transphobic after a fan says she's mentioned in Hulu's Love Victor. So, of course, Hulu's Love Victor focuses on a gay teenager and his journey of coming out and self-discovery. It's fabulous. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. However, a fan tweeted, "Cardi is mentioned in Hulu's new series Love Victor at 4 in a scene discussing how the mother was ejected from a basketball game for excessive dancing. Not everyone enjoys watching you twerk like a geriatric, Cardi B," she said jokingly. Well, a Twitter user responded to that, saying that's crazy considering the woman is homophobic and transphobic. Well, Cardi is not having this. Of course, we have to mention that Cardi has dealt with homophobia controversies before, including a transphobic meme she said a former staffer put on her Facebook page. So, as you just saw, the tweet Cardi responded to in a series of tweets. This is the first one saying, how the F, am I homophobic or transphobic? Have you been to a Caribbean island where you really see homophobia? Have you dealt with a parent that can't accept you for your sexuality? I said some ignorant things before that, apologized for and educating myself on it. Don't mean I'm homophobic. Then she pointed out her personal experiences involving relatives and justifying her position on the issue. And she says, and I don't support the LGBT community because I have gay fans. I support because of the confused feelings I had growing up on, is it normal to like girls? I support because I know how hard it was for my gay cousin to come out to his very strict Dominican family. I support because I know the pain my cousin from my mom's side, which is trans, had a bad relationship with her dad for years, and her sister coming out to her mom and dad, who are religious people, as gay. So Cardi noted that she supported members of her camp throughout their own transitions, her glam team. And so Cardi is making it known that, you know, maybe in the past she had struggles with this. However, she has educated herself and grown from it, and she has personal experiences to prove it. So what do you think on this news, Courtney? I mean,
My question is, Alex, is to the T Tribe. Do y'all feel like Cardi B is homophobic or transphobic? If she's done transphobic and homophobic things in the past, I guess the bigger question is, do you accept her apology?
yes.
As well as her most recent statement saying that she's not. What do y'all think? Honestly, Alex, Cardi B is not my idol, so I could care less. As long as she's not on her platforms preaching a whole bunch of homophobic and trans mess. Not exactly in the same vein, but there's another artist that was saying a lot of things against Asian people, Summer Walker, in the coronavirus, and I felt frustrated, not because, well, in addition to what she said, she has such a huge platform. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's really not up to us to decide. It's really up to the community, and it's up to her fans, which I'm not one. So it really does not matter to me as long as she is not tainting the youth with negative ideas. You get what I'm saying? She can do what she wants.
Yeah, I
How do you
agree with you
feel?
on that. I agree with you. It's unfortunate that it had to be brought up because, again, I love Victor, and I think it's a great story, really truly about the opposite of being um, homophobic and finding your own self and all of that. However, it's a little, the irony of this story to me is just, it's very ironic because they're kind of touching on the fact that the lead character goes through and the struggles and all of that. So I just found this great. I think that um, it was important for Cardi to address this, and she did. And the people that this is focusing on and dealing with, let's see if they accept this apology from Cardi.
Hmm.
Tribe, let us know. Do you?
You know what I wonder, Alex? I wonder when people say sometimes I wonder when people say that they're not homophobic and they have big platforms and they say that they support the LGBTQ plus community. I wonder where a lot of those people are during Pride Month. Because we're coming to the end, and obviously I'm not a fan, so maybe I missed it, but I just didn't see anything from her, and maybe I missed it. You know, if you're a Bartier Cardi fan, be sure to like tag me and stuff. You're allowed to on Twitter. I won't be mad. I just want to know if Cardi is supportive of the LGBTQ plus community. I want to be able to say she is supportive, and if she's not, I want to be able to sit up here and say I don't think that she is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just wonder where's all of the support before Pride Month, during Pride Month, and after Pride Month, especially Cardi B. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, all of the queens. The biggest portion of your fan base are the gays. So outside of like I mentioned, like the Lady Gagas of the, where is y'all support? Because it's like Wesley was saying to me over the weekend on my channel, like Pride doesn't stop just because June is over. You get what I'm saying? So I hope that Cardi and other celebrities will shine light on the LGBTQ plus community, and their pride and their love for the community can go forth past someone bringing it up on a TV show and then you respond to something. I just wish that people were prideful all year round.
exactly. I agree with that. It's kind of again, what we were talking about with the Jenna Marbles story, I think that apologies are great and necessary, and I believe Cardi in her apology. However, now it's time to continue the movement and continue supporting the community and also making that known on her platform, which is so large. So I hope that this only opens her eyes and brings light to continuing the fight and the movement and everything else. So on that note, it's time for our tequila, Courtney. We need it, right?
Girl, you take your shot. Oh, wait, no, I said I was taking a couple. I'll take one more. I was like, girl, I took my shot already. Girl, hang on.
No. You told me you're taking 2 or 3, so I am holding
I'll
you
take
to that.
2. I ain't trying to buy a whole new bottle of this weekend. This got to last until at least next Tuesday, girl. Hang on, y'all. All right. Let's take a shot to the Tea Tribe for another successful Tequila Tuesday. Ay!
Exactly.
Bam! Cheers.
Tea Tribe. Woo! Always wakes you up right when we're finished. All right. Well, of course, I'm Alex Schiffman. You can follow me on socials at Alex Schiffman. Courtney, tell them where they can follow the revolution.
You can follow me on social media as well as my own individual YouTube channel for the Green Chair Chats over at Courtney Revolution. That's me.
Amber said, damn, Alex, that was big. You the truth. It was big. But we need it on Tequila Tuesday. All right. Well, catch us tomorrow for what Wesley said, Wednesday, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. I have mastered that, right?
You have, Alex.
All right. And of course, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Shout out to After Watchers. We love you and appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take us out, Courtney.
All righty. And you know it's time for me to go. Wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's into man. You better wash your hands. Wash your hands. Scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. It's into man. You better scrub your hands. Scrub your hands. It's into man. Just wash your hands. Hey, just wash your hands, Miss Ma'am. Just wash your hands.